Welcome. Namaste. It's great to be with you and do practice together. We'll start by sitting comfortably, what that means for you. When we practice yoga, I always come back to the unlimited part, the unlimited aspect of yoga. Even as we're working with our body, which has limits, we are tuning into possibilities. We're tuning into the part of ourselves that is not limited by our body. And our breath can help us to access more of the subtle part of who we are, more of the spiritual part. If you'd like to close your eyes or simply relax your eyes as you look down, follow your breath as it flows into your body. And from within, observe your breath as it flows out. Like your body is a spaceship, which it is, you are in your heart center on the bridge or the cockpit of the spaceship in the control station. Take this seat in your heart and feel your breath flowing. The physical breath is a vehicle for prana or life force energy. And without needing to force an experience of energy, you just kind of open up, expand your peripheral vision of all your senses. Open to the possibility of feeling a deeper dimension of your being. As you follow your breath, you may open up to the sense that your breath is not limited by the physical body. As we open to the subtle energy, we also have a sense of being grounded, where you feel your belly, you feel the parts of you that touch the ground. So even when we breathe, we don't float away. We're still in the here and now, expanding our awareness. Let's take a few more breaths to sit quietly while we feel our subtle energy, our breath, and the earth beneath you. Slowly open eyes if they're closed. And if you're playing with the playlist, go ahead and press play, get that started. Sweep your arms up, deep breath in. Exhale, push the palms out to open your wrist. Slowly come down. So just following your own pace. Breathe in, sweep up. Breathe out, palms out and down. As you take this gesture, you may visualize that you're clearing out your mental body from any stress, clearing away any tensions, any concerns, fears. And in our yogic mindset, we're becoming more perceptive, more aware of ourselves in the here and now. The next time you exhale, take a side stretch to your right hand on the ground. Flip your left palm to face down, thumb back. Circle your top arm. Point your palm forward like you're tracing a circle on the ceiling. You may like to rotate your neck just a bit in a way that follows the movement of your shoulder. Another full breath. With your exhale, pivot to the left. Inhale, right arm sweeps up. Exhale, start with your palm facing down. Follow your breath. Arms straight up, palm forward. Start circling the shoulder. Gentle neck movements to help prevent stiffness or holding. Aware of your breath. When you exhale, come to center, plant your palms. Make your way out to table, hands and knees. Warm up the spine with cat and cow. Back bend on your inhalation, open heart, tailbone up. With your exhale, round your spine, lift the mid back, drop your head. Follow your breath, noticing the details. And once you know the flow well enough, just relax into that peripheral vision of all your senses. As you focus in the here and now, this is deeply replenishing your energy. After your exhale, take a seat in child's pose. The knees are about as wide as the shoulders, or they can go wider or narrower to accommodate your breath. Roll your head side to side, relaxing your spine. We'll take the next pose also in table. So if you need a little wrist movement to release before coming up, go ahead and move your wrists. Rise up, take table pose. Center the knees closer together and balance. Reach your right leg back. Option for left hand forward or keep it planted on your mat. Reach long like an arrow through the top of your head and the tips of your toes. Breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose or knee to elbow. Inhale long like an arrow. Exhale, curl in, lifting your back up with your core. Cycle on your breath. The next time your leg is lifted, plant both hands, keep the leg straight, and just drop the ball of the foot to the mat. Press forward and back to stretch out the heel and the Achilles tendon area. You may also want to move side to side on that foot so you access under all of your toes. Three-legged dog flow. Keep your right foot planted. Breathe in, stretch the left leg high. Breathe out, either ground your knee or hover for a little more core. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, lower the knee. Take 2 more rounds with your breath. Last cycle, ground the finger pads. Both knees to mat. Take a moment in child's pose. Turn your palms up. Connect your hands in a prayer position. See if it works for you to bend your elbows more so your fingers are pointed upward. If that doesn't work, it's fine to keep hands where they were. In this class, we're doing the adaptation sequence. So a lot of poses that are less familiar that will adapt to. So in this position, we're doing the reverse clap. This means that you're trying to separate the hands just a bit. Do that slowly, and then they'll probably spring back together into a clap. So this is accessing the rotator cuff muscles in the hollow of the shoulder blade. Just try one more. Weave all your fingers together and roll your wrists alternately, kind of like you're pedaling a bike. You're just moving one wrist in a circle and then the other. Take table pose. Center your knees closer together. Reach the left leg back. Open your heart. Find your breath. Option for the right arm extended like an arrow or keep the hand on the mat. Deep breath in, straighten the back leg. Exhale, elbow to knee or nose to knee. Moving on your breath. Inhale, arrow. Exhale, curl inward. Even during challenge, just tap into that peripheral vision, relaxing the tunnel vision tendency and just taking in a little bit more perspective. When left leg is straight, drop to the ball of the foot. Press in and out. Stretch your heel, stretch your foot out. Foot could move side to side if you want. That 3-legged dog sequence, and we're taking weight out of the wrist, plug it into your finger pads. Push your fingertips down. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, either tap the knee down or hover. Follow your breath. Alignment of your movement to the natural breath. Rest knees on the mat. Shift into child's pose all the way back. Roll side to side. Either maybe your forehead is on the mat or the scalp is on the mat. Just massage it a bit. For a rabbit pose, you'll be lifting. If this is new, you might just want to watch because we're going to roll up onto the head. So your hips come up and then you're bringing your body weight more to the crown of your head. So just give that a try, raising and lowering your hips to massage the scalp. Be part of your experience, even if it's kind of strange or unfamiliar. Try circling side to side or a full ring around the crown of the head. All right, nice job. We'll make our way to standing. One pathway is downward dog, walking your feet more under your body to rise up. Come to front of mat. Tune into your breath. Find your alignment. Feel the life energy in your breath. Wait for your inhale. Reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to back of head. Side stretch to your right. Inhale, center your body. Open elbows. Exhale to the left side. Inhale, center, and continue. One more on each side. As you rise through center, exhale, forward fold. Touch the mat. Ground your palms and walk back to plank pose. Deep breath in. Exhale back into child's pose. Inhale, come forward for a back bend. We'll take a few moments to open the heart. For Cobra, we lift the front of the chest, and you may push into your hands to get more of your belly off of the mat. Make sure your low back feels good, whatever degree of back bend you choose. As you exhale, lower down, tap the forehead. Inhale, rise into table or plank. Exhale, downward dog. In downward dog, walk the feet towards center and try a cross-legged downward dog. So you'll bring one foot behind the other and just see how that feels. Check that the knee that is in back feels good, that it's not sort of poking back too much for hyperextension. And switch the crossing of your feet. Just see how that feels. Whatever foot is in back, lift it up behind you, deep breath in. Exhale, step it in front. So we're gonna do like a crisscross walk, lifting one foot at a time, slowly coming forward. And at some point you might bend your knees a lot to get onto your feet. Step your feet parallel, feet separate at the front of your mat. Breathe in, arms high. Exhale, hands by your heart. Walk the feet, and we're going to do a crisscross sun salutation, starting with your right foot in back. See how you can balance. Deep breath in, arms overhead. Exhale, touch the back of your head, side bend to the right. Inhale, center, and exhale, other side. One more on each side. Easy breathing through the nose, in and out. As you center your body, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your right leg up for standing splits. Exhale, step to the back of your mat for lunge. And this is a crisscross lunge. So this means your right foot is a little more left of center. Your left foot is more right of center. Ground the back knee and sweep your arms up. You could also hold them out like airplane arms for extra balance. Find your breath. Exhale, hands to mat. Inhale, lift the back knee. Exhale, step left ankle in front of the right into downward dog. Inhale, sweep right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, crisscross lunge. Drop the back knee, rise up any amount. Arms low or high, breathing fully. When you exhale, touch the mat. Inhale, shift forward, raise your back leg. Exhale, step it behind, crisscross forward fold. Inhale as you rise, stand tall, arms overhead. Exhale, touch the back of your head and arrange the other pinky on top. Deep breath here. Drop your shoulders. Exhale, side bend to your left. On your breath, side to side. Find the center point of alignment as you pass through. After you bend to your right, inhale, center your spine. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, sweep left leg up, standing splits. Exhale, big step back, ground the back knee, crisscross lunge. One inhale to lift your torso. Exhale, touch the earth. Inhale, raise your back knee, stepping back. Exhale, right ankle in front of the left in downward dog. Inhale, reach left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step forward for the other crisscross lunge. Drop the back knee. Rise up, deep breath. Exhale, touch the earth. Shift forward, lift the back leg, standing splits. Exhale, step it behind. Crisscross forward fold. Inhale, rise up, deep breath. Exhale, hands to back of head. Go right into your side bend, over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center, and dive forward. Breathe out all the way. Inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, step back for that crisscross lunge. Drop the knee, slowly rise. Inhale. Exhale, touch the mat. Transition back. Breathe in, left ankle in front of right, and exhale into downward dog. Inhale, raise right leg. Exhale, step forward, crisscross lunge. Ground the back knee, rise up. Exhale, touch the earth. Inhale, shift forward, float your back leg. Exhale, step behind, crisscross forward fold. Inhale, stand, deep breath in. Exhale, touch the back of the head. We're in our last cycle. Side bend to your left. Inhale when you center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lift the back leg. Exhale, big step back, crisscross lunge. Rise up. Get that wider perspective. Exhale, touch down. Breathe in and out for crisscross downward dog. Right ankle in front of left. Breathing in, finish the cycle. Raise your left leg. Exhale, step forward. One more lunge. Follow your breath. Aware of the life force energy that rides on the breath. Breathe in, shift forward, right leg high. Exhale, step it behind the left. Inhale, stand tall, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Step feet apart. Shake things out a little bit. Jitterbug your legs, jitterbug your arms. A little extra than you might normally do. Let's take some bear swings. So your feet are 2.5 feet apart or so. Get some clearance. Or if you have a friend you're doing yoga with, maybe you do high fives just because you can. Yeah, yoga. High five. Get that moment of perspective, maybe a feeling that you're flying, lightness, freedom. Turn again to face the short edge of the mat. We'll do a tiptoe challenge on our way to the floor. Rise up onto your tiptoes. If you want a little extra work, reach the arms overhead. Breathe in. Stay on your tiptoes and exhale into a chair pose. So let's hold this for 5 breaths, developing our power to observe, aware of how our strength builds through challenge. Stay with each breath. See where you can soften and conserve your energy. That might even be with your mental thoughts, your mental patterns. Nice job. If your heels are up, plant them down. Way to squat, or however works for your knees to lie down. Nice. All the way on your back, stretch long. Plant the feet. We're coming into eagle crunches. Cross the left knee over the right. And your arms could either be, let's see, we're going to do left arm under the right. So simple eagle is like right hand on the ball of the left shoulder, left hand more by the right armpit. So that's simple. And then if it works for your arms, you might twirl them together with the hands by your face. Parallel your shins to the floor and see how that accesses your core already. As you breathe, ground your low back toward the mat. It won't be totally flat. There's a natural curve, a little hill under your low back. But try to keep that hill from getting bigger as you do this flow. Inhale, bring knees slightly forward, elbows slightly away from the knees. Exhale, curl up, elbows toward the knees. So we're going to move like that. Inhale, space between elbows and knees. Exhale, lift. Nice. You've got 3 more. So really stay present with this, counting your breaths. Last one. Drop the feet down. We're going to keep them crossed. So we've got the left knee on top. Don't you love how your brain is like rewired and it doesn't tell you exactly which is your left and your right? Or maybe that's just me because I've taught too much yoga. So we'll open our arms into cactus and twist it out. Knees to each side. Keep the same crossing as you go to both sides. So that'll give you a interesting IT band stretch on the right. Center your body, uncross legs, and recross the other way. Right knee on top. And then we've got right arm underneath for eagle arms, either hugging shoulders or twirl your forearms around. Ground the top of your sacrum and raise your shins. Hug the outer shins against each other to help access strength in your inner legs. Inhale, make space between elbows and knees without bowing your back. Exhale, lift into that space. Shoulder blades off the mat. Inhale, head down, make space. Exhale, strengthen into that space. Continue cycling and just get some peripheral vision. Expand your perspective with your breath. Last one, good work. Left foot to mat, twist it out again, both sides of your twist. There might be a bonus crack in your back. Hopefully it feels good. Uncross your legs, arms, legs straight up to the ceiling. Bend your elbows and knees and jitterbug on your back. Just have some fun with it. I have a gift of kiddos visiting right now, so just tap into how much fun it is to be in your body. Maybe you do something fun you don't do a lot, just because. Little challenge, if you want to take it, is to rock and roll on your spine and maybe come up into a squat or a chair pose. Rise up tall, straight legs, and we'll take a moment just to be quiet and still in the mountain pose. Feel tensions drain out of your hands and your feet so you are strong and free. Setting up tree pose, left foot stays on the mat, open your right knee to the side. For the right foot, different options. You could have a kickstand for balance assist, or bring the foot to the inner calf or the inner thigh. Airplane wings to help with balance, or hands behind the head for balance challenge. Find continuity in your breath. Option for the side bend cycle if you'd like. Side to side on your breath. So we're going to take this into another balance flow. Feel free to watch first or just challenge yourself to follow the directions. Lift your right knee more to the side so the foot comes off of the left leg. And then step the right foot behind you off to the left side of your mat. Bend both of your knees, open up your heart. So that's how we'll move. Shift to the right, lift the right knee, and then step back. Bend both knees. Yeah. Breathing in, right knee lifts. Breathing out, step back, curtsy squat. Steady movement on your breath. You may like to add a little side bend. So elbow to the knee when you lift, and then left elbow slightly down and back as you curtsy squat. The next time you do the curtsy squat, let's stay a little longer. Bend both knees, point your tailbone downward, and start to open your heart. And soften the side neck muscles so the collarbones drop just a bit. You may like to side stretch a little more to your left. Another moment here, breathing in the pose. Slowly come out. Step feet together on the mat. If you like to swing it out or shake it out. Tree onto the right footprint. Set your left foot either in the kickstand shape, a low tree or a high tree. Airplane wings down to help with balance, or challenge balance by holding the back of your head. Center line of the body radiating to the sky. Your choice to take the side bend flow or be steady. Open up your perception, the peripheral vision of all your senses. All right, we'll take that other cycle. Your choice to drop the feet for a break or go right in. Raise left knee out to the side, and then big step back for a curtsy squat, stepping off of your mat to the right. Bend both knees. Raise the left knee, breathing in, breathing out, curtsy squat. Side bend can maybe be added in, so you bend to the right with your curtsy squat, and then bring elbow toward the knee for your free tree. The next time you're back in that curtsy squat, let's stay and breathe. Tailbone points downward so the chest can open more. Don't worry about shaking. We've been targeting muscles in the outer hip that are typically weak for many of us. So it's normal that this is a strength challenge and a balance challenge. Open your heart, and you may like to side bend a bit to your right. Ease out with awareness. Lower arms, step the feet to Tadasana. Maybe you like to shake things out, swing it out, or breathe it out. Just integrating all of that. Deep breath in, arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet back to a plank pose. Your choice to take a flow, a couple push-ups, or take a break in child's pose. We're coming into some shoulder strengthening. I remember the name of this pose. So this is a pose from Anna Forrest, and it's a very asymmetrical pose, a great shoulder strengthener. And it's always fine to take a break if the pose feels somewhat straining. You could always come out and come back in. Let's start. It's flash prep. That's the name of the pose, flash prep. Start out in a table and bring your right forearm to the mat. So your right elbow is in line with the left hand. And then walk your left hand a little bit back so it's below the left elbow. Left hand below the left elbow. Push into the right forearm and the left hand. And then if you want to increase the pose, we're lifting the knees, much like downward dog. So come on up, balancing equally through both arms. Bend into your left elbow as you drive your palm down. Let yourself adapt as you breathe in the pose. If you like a little extra, left leg may float. And for my yogis who enjoy inverting, this arm base can be used for your inversions too, for extra strengthening. To release at any point, knees can come down. We're going to take this challenge for 5 more breaths. Kindness in your awareness. Replacing any mental dialogue with presence of mind. Strength on the breath. Last breath in the pose. You got this. Drop your knees. Feel free to take a child's pose. I like the version with the hands back by the feet after that posture. Clear out your back and your shoulders with a couple of deep breaths. All right, into table. The good news is you have 2 arms, so there's only one more side. Drop your left arm, left elbow in line with the right hand. Step your right hand back a little bit so it's underneath the right elbow. Get into your foundation. Access all of your finger pads. Your choice to stay here or tuck toes and radiate upward. Plant into both arms. One breath at a time. Right elbow is bent as you ground into that hand. Use the breath to create strength and also to take the pose less personally, to experience yourself as unlimited by your body. Take a break at any point if you wish, or take the challenge. We're going to do 5 more breaths in the pose. Watch how your strength evolves and changes. Nice job. We got the last breath. Have a nice release. Drape your arms back. Child's pose, or another pose that feels like more release for you. Find your way into table. Step your left foot wide of the left hand for lizard. Tuck the back toes, and the back knee can be up or down, your choice. Walk the hands to the right and start to lengthen out through your spine at a diagonal. You may be on your palms or down on your elbows. Allow your hips to sink. And you may wish to roll the left knee slightly outward, more like you're more on the pinky side of your left foot. Come out slowly, walk up onto your hands. Left hand on the left thigh, right palm flat. Start to twist to your left. Extend left arm upward. Draw some circles on the ceiling. Your choice to stay here or reach for a quad stretch. Left hand will reach back toward the right foot, and the right foot might lift just a little toward the hand. Maybe they touch, or maybe you are reaching, because we all know sometimes reaching is better than getting. Slowly come out. Step your knees to table. Walk knees towards center. Cross left knee behind the right for Gomukhasana, the cow face. Separate the feet further apart and lower your hips toward your feet. We've got the knee disclaimer, as always, in this pose. Make sure that your knees feel good and it feels like a good stretch for your hips and your low back. Sometimes just a little adjustment will take pressure out of the knees. Shift forward, knees into table. If you'd like to take downward dog or a cat and cow moment to neutralize, go right ahead. Step right foot out for the lizard. The foot is wide of the right hand. Walk the back knee further back as you find your stretch. hands to your left. Extend your spine. It's like the front thigh bone and your spine, they're kind of like mirror angles. So your knee is bending here and then your head is mirroring that angle. Stay on hands or ground the elbows. It may feel right to roll more on the pinky side edge of the right foot. A bit more softness with the breath. Walk up onto your hands. Nice job. Take a twist. Left hand stays on the ground, right hand to the right thigh as you open your heart. Extend the right arm up, circle on the ceiling. Choice to stay here or reach back for a quad stretch. Right arm back toward the left toes, opening your chest. Make sure the left knee is comfortable. I try to be more on the bottom of the quads than like under the kneecap, if that makes sense. Maybe you find the foot with your hand or you reach into the stretch. One more breath. Touch the mat with your hands. Walk back into table. Knees close together. Right knee behind left. Nuzzle them super close. Spread the feet so you can sit back toward your heels. It's sort of like you're between your heels. Tune into your breath flow. Radiating awareness from your breath. Ease out of the pose, come forward. Another moment for your choice, cat and cow or downward dog. Whatever would help you find more release. Have a seat and extend your legs forward. You may like to have your cushion will be folding forward into the Paschimottanasana, the double leg forward bend. Deep breath, reach arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Breathing becomes natural. Soften the muscles around your spine. Let your back spread wide. Open your heart as you sit tall. Next, we'll be coming into our final relaxation pose. So if you want to grab like socks or a sweater to be warm, make sure you're comfortable. If there are other poses you want to do to neutralize your body before you rest, feel free to do that. Settle in with your breath. A few deeper breaths can really catalyze your relaxation. Longer inhale. And the exhale might even have a sound. Releasing any stress. Feel free to take a few deeper breaths like that. Eventually, you'll come to a resting place where you are not controlling your breath, but you're just with your breath. The breath knows what to do. And as you relax, as you let go, your body is recharging. Your mind is clear. And the spiritual part of you is deeply nourished by the energy of your practice. Bring awareness to yourself resting. Stretch your breath. Stretch your fingers, your toes, your spine. Enjoy gentle movement to wake yourself up. With a bend in your knees, roll to your side so you can sit up comfortably. We'll spend our last couple minutes sitting and meditating. Often, the more physical practices, like the yoga poses, are a bridge to the more subtle experiences of yoga. Notice the way your mind wants to meditate. this place of balance, inner peace. In the same way that we do a yoga posture to focus our body, focus our energy, we can do a mantra to focus our mental energy. The mantra from my tradition that we use is Om Namah Shivaya. And the meaning of Om Namah Shivaya is I bow with respect to my inner self, the self of all. And this mantra is simply repeated silently, one time when you breathe in, and then once again when you breathe out. Om Namah Shivaya. The mantra is a spiritual tool, a meditation tool, where we can focus our mind on source energy, on higher consciousness that exists within our hearts and the heart of all beings. Sometimes I imagine that the mantra is like this ocean that I'm just relaxing into and floating in the gentle waves. Om Namah Shivaya. As we close the practice today, slowly open eyes, touch hands together by your heart. I like to share that the mantra is an inner yoga practice that can come into all parts of your day. I'll often do it while I'm driving or like sweeping the floor, something where my mind doesn't need to ramble. It can just be cleansed by relaxing on the mantra. Thank you for being here. Great to see you. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks. Glad you made it.
Glad to be here. Bye.
Great class, Gayatri. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Challenging. Very good.
Thanks, Pam.
Thank you, Gayatri. That was wonderful.